Hey everyone, Matthew here. Welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday, wherever you're tuning in from. Today is December 18th, 2025, and you've tuned in to your Daily Nasdaq Futures Recap, the show where we break down every market move, analyze key data, and dive deep into every trade executed by our advanced algorithmic trading system. Without further ado, let's jump into today's action. Market news and landscape. It was a relatively quiet day on the macroeconomic front, but with key job data releases on the horizon, the market was primed for some volatility. Here's what we saw unfold. At 8:30 a.m., continuing jobless claims, core CPI, and initial jobless claims were released. At 10:30 a.m., Cleveland CPI was published. At 11:30 a.m., we saw the 4- and 8-week bill options. No tech earnings releases were scheduled after the bell, keeping things calm on that front. Overnight session. When the market reopened at 6 p.m., Nasdaq saw an immediate dip. Without missing a beat, our robot entered a short position. This trade was quickly closed for a profit. As the Asian market opened, the dip continued, and our robot seized another short opportunity, which proved profitable as well. By the end of the overnight session, we had a realized profit of $256. Morning session, European and U.S. Open. With the European market opening, momentum began to shift upwards, and the market climbed. Our robot took a long position at the right moment. At 8:30 a.m., the CPI came in at 2.6% versus the expected 3%, and initial jobless claims came in at 124K, down from 237Ks. Continuing claims stood at 1.897 million, up slightly from 1.83 million. The market reacted with volatility, and our robot made 3 trades, 2 losing trades and 1 winning trade, which brought our realized profit down to $160. At 9 a.m., the market began to edge higher, and our robot jumped in with 3 quick scalping trades, 2 winners and 1 loser. 9:30 a.m. U.S. stock market open. As the U.S. market opened, we saw Oracle continuing to drop, while Micron saw a bounce after yesterday's strong earnings report. However, around 9:50 a.m., the market dipped again. Meanwhile, commodities like gold, silver, and Bitcoin were also on the decline. At 10:30 a.m., our robot entered 2 scalping trades, both of which were losers, which reduced our realized profit to $93. However, our long position was still holding strong, with $166 in unrealized gains. Before 11 a.m., that long position was closed for a solid profit, bringing our realized total to $311. Afternoon session and close. The afternoon saw increased market volatility. Our robot entered a short position, and by 12:30 p.m., it followed up with another long trade. That position was closed for a profit by 2 p.m., boosting our realized gain to $416. After 2 p.m., the market began to drop again, and our robot swiftly entered a short position, which was closed for a profit by 3 p.m., bringing our realized profit to $521. Just before the closing bell, the market reversed, and our robot entered a long position. After our session, post-market, there were no tech earnings reports, but our long position was closed for a nice profit. As the market turned south again, our robot took a short position, which was also closed for a profit, bringing our total to $625. Summary and key takeaways. All in all, It was a day filled with wild swings driven by the release of jobless data and CPI numbers. Our algorithm was nimble enough to navigate the turbulence, realizing a solid $625 profit by trading just one contract of the E-micros. A huge thank you for tuning in to today's recap. I hope you enjoyed the update and that you're taking some time to unwind and recharge. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again. I'm Matthew, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next edition. Take care and trade smart.